Welcome back to KonoSuba Anime Review, episode number 9. We're reviewing the 5th episode of the spin-off prequel, KonoSuba, Explosion on This Wonderful World. Yep, this is the final episode that adapts from book 1 for the series. Now, I did check, apparently for book 2, that covers 6 through 9, so that will be the next episode that we'll cover. And then, whenever they, pretty much in the case of book episode 9, that is also the last episode released dubbed. No, I'm not kidding about that. That was the last one released dubbed. I'm sure probably released dubbed soon by the time I get to reading book 2. Yes. So this particular episode, we get a lot of first chronologically stuff. So pick up how that happened last time, where we have Megami and Yumi when they arrive at Megami's house, where she's looking for her sister. She's not there. Thinks for a minute. And, of course, also these two gargoyles. Yes, two gargoyles. Oh, by the way, that's not technically we start off. We start off with something interesting, though. We see, apparently, the dark... We see the guy call himself the Dark God, and he's trying to release somebody Wolf Batch. Using this ball. Yes, this ball. And Komako has no problem with him at all. Puts together thing, she gets some food, doesn't work on her, she flies away, he flies away, and she eats the food, and then we cut to present day, where the whole thing would happen with the house. Oh, by the way, before I continue here, this actually is the first episode I've seen with no opening title sequence. I didn't realize the reason why there was no opening title sequence for this episode. The reason? Oh, the plot in the episode. Yep, the plot is the reason why we didn't get an opening title sequence this one. Yes. So, they chase the ink, basically. Well, they're going to name it later. Don't worry about that. So, after they chase it away, then, of course, they were at Chemical in the woods, and then they try to figure out a way to know explosion magic. Well, she really wants to know explosion magic, but not yet. But then Yuri just comes in, knows explosion magic, and just blasts away those gargoyles. Basically letting them as intermediate magic. And then basically they're just happily at the tomb of the Dark God. Yes, they're at the tomb. Then all of a sudden a whole bunch of these things come about. And then we have something quite interesting. Yumi can't use any magic because she's basically out of mana. She can't technically, she can move a little bit, not much. Megami discovers, oh yeah, she can use explosion magic. So she just activates it, uses skill set, and just unleashes her first ever explosion. So, and basically destroys all of these gargoyles. And we show in flashback a little bit more, like a bit just before the explosion we saw in the first episode. So we see her first time. And of course, because of the fact the town people, of course, they don't know. Of course, Kimiko is not blamed for releasing the Dark God, so basically they don't know about the explosion magic. And then they go see the fortune teller, the beautiful fortune teller. And we get sort of basically something interesting, though. They censor for the episode for a good reason, because here's something interesting, though. When Megami sees, the first thing we see here is the first chronological appearance of Axel, the town where the series is mostly set in. This one town. And then we get the, we see familiar image. We see Megami in her familiar attire. We see briefly, no one's censored, I can kind of see Kazuma and a little bit of Aqua in this episode, which was so nice. And I think she might come with the fact that, and this is quite interesting, though. She didn't want to show this to Megami, but I think it's implied she may have seen the fact Megami's first time with Katsuma. Possible first time. There's a lot of sexual stuff between... Oh, that or the fact they actually shared the bath together in season 2, which was funny. Yep. And then, of course, basically, they're brought to the school and they're told to graduate. Piece of paper, done. You learn about Phantom Magic, you can go. Bye-bye. Become an adventurer. But they had to respond first before they could leave town. And then we have Megumin giving her cat her official name, Jinosuke, which first likes inking, but Jinosuke basically is the official name of the cat. Yeah, that's the name in the main series. So this is kind of basically where she gets the name from. She just picks name, like, just forms conjugator, but by just, well, mention only a half of Dark God. Like what? Yeah, that is something probably not explored. I may or may not have explored here, but who knows. But yeah, this was a really good episode, and it nicely wrapped up the first book, the adaptation wise. So I'll be back to this series whenever I finish book 2. But next thing I'm going to watch is going to be Eden Zero. But next up is 2 Straight Comic Corners, and then Eden Zero. Okay, next video. Bye.